Right, here we have a couple of old 260s. This time Otis decided to paint it blue instead of, well, actually they were light blue. Yeah, somebody's gone dark blue. Modernised it. Got a little accelerator, advanced motor, fire plate selector. Diode boards for all the coils. This one's actually got normal push buttons, not horrid touch buttons. This is the view. Way up in the air. Big machines. Look at the nameplate on this. Must have gone in about 1978, I think. 192 amps at 190 volts. No machine guards on it, no volt guards. Well, there's some guarding actually, but what we've got here, it's a rope plate. Internal brake. Pretty reliable when they're set up right and cleaned regularly. It's a bit sluggish to lift actually. Because it's generator driven, in theory I could put my hand on that brush gear and not get electrocuted because it's not live to ground. Just both poles come out of the generator. It's got interpoles. 6 field coils, 6 field coils and 6 interpoles. All the noise is coming from the generator. The motor's almost silent. Beautifully made. Not many of these left anymore. So, speed doesn't stay. I'll leave that out for it. Speed. 2.5 meters per second. The cover's not bolted down, it should be, because the cover is actually the rope catcher, as I think I might have mentioned in the past. Stops the ropes jumping off if it does something silly. It's roped at 2 to 1, but I think, are they double wrapped or single wrapped? Must be double wrapped. There's our security and zoning relays. Security's up there. More diode boards and resistor boards. Good vintage electronics. One in the light blue and one in the dark blue. Let's have a look in here. Look at that, eh? Give it a run. There we go. There's the lowest spool. See it accelerating. Speed relays. UD&H. XMC is the field weakening for full speed. It comes in boost the field and then will actually leave it at full speed. So you see it come in. Once it actually gets up to full speed, you usually drop out. So you have a short run. LCCR, so it's got, when you get 4 or 5 coils in, they go on a parallel resistor bridge, and eventually the voltage builds up enough. If you've got enough coils, it brings in that and sends another lift back to the ground. Displacement detector up there. Lots of relays, you work on them long enough, you know what every single one does and what it's for. It's the minimum current relay. Oh, that's the minimum current one. So it won't run unless you've got a motor field. Let's try. Yeah, that time the full field relay did drop out. So the selector advances 1 floor when it's away. Let's see if we can have a look at that to accelerate your lift. Probably go back and park just to see it. Of course it won't while I'm watching it. Basically wherever the selector moves, the lift should chase it. There we go. Fast, comes back in. And when you've got two door zone ones on, it can open its doors. Fairly beefy generator. It goes surprisingly well. You don't do a lot of maintenance on them. Coming away, just very small field current on it. It gives you 190 amps and 190 volts on the output. Means you can control it nice and easily. X&M in there for starting up the generator. Like I say, they don't have a main contactor, it relies on the main switch for that, so even if the generator isn't spinning, the windings are still live. Because that's only the star and delta changeover. Phase failure relay. Timing device. Pops out the ball magnet, slow it down. And the ring actually lifts to as it goes. Just park it back at the first floor, so probably somebody getting in. Goes. I think these have got satchable reactors on the 6970 door operators, which small bit of DC controls a large amount of AC. There it is there, funny looking transformer. So it couples when you put a bit of DC on the small reactor coil, it stops transforming, or effectively stops the core from magnetising and demagnetising, so the output voltage goes to zero with a load of DC on it. It's very, very clever. Selenium rectifier there, very early silicon rectifier there, capacitor bank for your sample, all our timers, resistors for motor field and various other things, generator fields. The 4P, which is travel timer essentially, or run timer, or stall timer as they call it. See, it's got some big wiring down there for the loop circuit. And current sensing. Closed. One's behind me. Pretty much the same as the other one. Probably all be coming out in the next few years, so there's very limited people that can fix them and work on them, even though it's the coolest way to learn and find out how everything actually works. Fuses are even, you can still get them, but they're none of these are cheap. Hydraulic oil in the overloads. On the little cams on the advanced motor pull in and drop out the speed relays. So it's coming to the floor, drops out, brings full field back in, slows down. A few spare bits. The old ones that have been ripped out. Very, very solid machinery, especially compared to what we see these days. Had a rope lubricator at some point, and a double wrap. A bit tired. Put an anti-twist on them at least. But obviously had a bit of fun choosing the colours. This brake's a lot faster than the other one. looks a lot nicer. It's probably set up better. See the stroboscopic effect because they haven't got the right set of fluorescent tubes. One should be offset to the other so it never appears stationary. Big hatch in the floor for getting machinery in and out. Hopefully that doesn't have to happen for a while. Alarm backup supply. Drawings. It's a good set. A lot of the paper ones that weren't laminated get very hard to read as they get older. And as you can see, at some point they thought about 3 lifts. So there's actually 3 shafts there, but they only ever put 2 in. And there's another 2 lifts adjacent to this that's been converted or modded to Koenig. Right, get out of here before I lose any more of my hearing.